Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm the General of Rome, and today I am looking at my own mods that I'm making for Hearts of Iron 4, in which I'm trying to recreate World War 1. So for now this is just a video in which I kind of explain what I did and what I'm still planning on doing, because there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be changed. Keep in mind that I'm not someone that is familiar with modding any games at all. I did try to make a mod for European Settlers 4, and I did kind of succeed for doing one mod, but I kind of quit doing that at some point. But this time I feel like I'm actually being doing a decent job at making this this mod. So it's a World War 1 mod, and I know it's something that a lot of people want for Hearts of Iron 4. So lots of border changes mostly, and names. So not the German Reich, the German Empire, even though I think they in Germany still call it the Reich even in that time, because Reich just is the German word for empire. So we have Kaiser William II, Wilhelm II on the throne. In Austria-Hungary we have Franz Joseph I. King of Italy, I still have to change that underscore over there, Victor Emmanuel. So added some monarchs. Also Russian Empire with Nicholas II. And that's not accurate at all. I like Finland is a should be a what's it called? Like a autonomous state, a vassal state from the Russian Empire. So it's gonna be a puppet from Russia. Now I also changed a lot of leader names from other states. The flags is a problem. I don't know how to change the flags, and that really needs to be changed. Like, I know that this isn't the right flag for the German Empire. I know that this is the Austrian flag, not the Austro-Hungarian flag. But for some reason, if I change the flag, it doesn't show any flag at all anymore. So I have to change that. So yeah, added leaders, changed a lot of provinces. So that's the basic stuff that is in this mod. I also had to add some nations to the game, like over here, the Kingdom of Montenegro. The problem is, again, I don't know how to add flags, so there's no flag for the Kingdom of Montenegro. Yeah, it's a kingdom. Actually, it should be a principality, I think. But yeah, again, leader, kind of a problem. The worst thing is the file with the Ottoman Empire. The file with the Ottoman Empire, which kind of is the Turkish file, it's kind of bugged out where you can't change leaders, and it kind of just doesn't let you create any leaders, and it ends up just making a random leader. Also, Kingdom of Egypt exists in this time. They are a puppet of Great Britain. China is not a big mess with a lot of little nations existing. It's just a big republic. Now, something that I might want to add, as you can see, there's a lot of popularity for imperial ideology. Also, that's something I changed. There's no fascism, and this time the fascism didn't exist. So instead of fascism, you have the imperial ideology, And since China just flipped from being an empire for thousands of years to being a republic, I kind of thought it would be accurate to have the a imperial ideology set up. Also, it's kind of accurate because this guy over here, the Yuan Shikai, he was the president and he kind of proclaimed himself emperor, and he was emperor for a few months, so the Chinese Empire existed for a few more months. But he got defeated and the Republic got re-established. Another thing that I'm working on is the alliances. Now, Mongolia, also I really don't like the fact that it's called the New Mongol Empire. I do need to change that. Mongolia I don't think should be in this alliance, but Russia being allied to Serbia is kind of accurate. Russia was kind of making sure that Serbia would stay alive, because they saw themselves as Slavic brethren or something like that, the same culture group. And also one of the reasons of World War I that Russia guaranteed Serbia when Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. Also, Russia and France had a kind of alliance. They were guaranteeing each other's independence. So if anyone attacked, like mostly it was for Germany. If Germany or Austria-Hungary attacked either of them, they would defend each other. The same thing over here. It's really annoying that the independence guaranteeing doesn't show up. But the way it works is that I made Germany, Italy, to click here, and Austria-Hungary to guarantee each other. So yeah, that's the alliances from World War I. I know that Italy eventually joined the Allies, but before the war started, they kind of had a defensive alliance, which kind of is what a guarantee of independence means. So yeah, that's. Oh no, there's one more thing: the colonies. Before the end of World War I, Germany had colonies in Africa and Asia. So they have what's now is called Namibia, and they have Tanzania as colonies in Africa. They also had Cameroon. The problem is, and I don't know how to solve it, the way states are placed in Hearts of Iron 4 right now doesn't really make it easy to give lands to Germany over here, because you have to give states and not a province to and not every single province to Germany. And there is no state of Cameroon here. It's divided by these 3 states. And I've tried to make a new state, but every time I make a new state, it crashes the game. I've also tried it over here in Somalia. It just kind of, for some reason, doesn't want to work. I really would like to do that. The same problem over here. I know that Germany owns this part of Papua New Guinea, but I can't do it because it's one state. But I can, for now, add these islands over here and also a lot of other islands over here to the German Empire. But yeah, that's basically it for now. More changes will have to come, and again, it's not yet released. This is just showing you what's going on, and making you guys look forward to the release of this, and hopefully getting suggestions on what to do. Things that I would like to do, again, states, changing states, like what provinces are in states, and creating new states. Getting these flags to work would really be nice. Also, one of the really big things that needs to be changed is the national focuses. Like if we go to Germany, by observing, and click on Germany, we can see the national focus tree. And the thing is that a lot of this stuff isn't accurate anymore. Czechoslovakia doesn't exist. The west wall over here is for placing forts on what used to be the French border, except that Germany already owns the French side of the French border, because before the Germans got defeated in World War I, they owned this state, Alsace. So that's actually the only thing that I already changed in the focus tree, instead of it building a lot of bunkers on the German side, on the what used to be the German sides over here. I made the focus add more bunkers over here in these provinces. But yeah, one of the most horrible things about the current German focus tree is that it still has the Anschluss. So even though Germany, I first had Germany be allied to Austria-Hungary, now I changed it to a guarantee. But even with Germany basically guaranteeing their independence, they still do the Anschluss, and there's just one big giant German empire. So I need to change a lot of idea stuff. So that's something that I need to change. The other big thing is technology, because technology is not accurate at all right now, for a World War I at least. Like, it's not accurate that you start with airplanes. There were some airplanes, I think, at the start of World War I, but it took them a while to figure out that it was kind of that it was really effective to use airplanes in war. So airplanes only became important in the later years of the war. So that needs to be changed. Other thing, tanks, again, only got invented in like the middle of the war. I think it was like 1916 that they got invented. So yeah, a lot of stuff that needs to be changed, but still I feel like I've already established a lot of stuff. And again, I just want to show you guys what I've been doing and why there wasn't a lot of content in the last week. And also just so you guys can leave suggestions about things that you think really should be added to this mod. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in one of our next videos.